Good morning, Swirly Nation, and welcome back to Detroit, Michigan at the MoTown Invitational for this morning's semifinal matchup between the Oakland Junior Grizzlies and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good morning, everybody. The earliest start for the Pens this weekend, a 9:15 tilt with the local team, the home team. They might be away on the scoreboard, but they are right down the road here in the Oakland section of Michigan, just outside of Detroit. And I am joined in the oven by the Commodore, George Pearsall. George, what do you have in store for us today?
Some exciting semifinal action here, Jeremy. The third time these teams have met so far in this young season. The Penguins victorious in both of those games earlier this year. They played twice on September 17th. 7-4 and 5-3 wins for the Penguins. But I'll tell you right now, this Grizzlies team is solid. They are confident coming into this affair, and I expect to see their very best this morning.
I expect to see their very best. They get to sleep in their own homes all weekend long, eat healthy as we're on the road.
I thought you said you get to sleep in their homes.
No. No. So, and this is a game they want. You know, we know a couple of these families, and they've made it pretty clear. Like, they want to beat us.
Yep.
It's one of their main goals of the season, beat the Penguins. So the Pens are going to have their hands full. We're going to need that scoring that we've seen all weekend, right? We're going to need a lot of that. Hot starts that we've had. We're going to need that. Great defense that we've had. We're going to need that.
Yep.
So we're going to need it all front to back in this one. So we got you on early, but not quite as early. And Stephanie, number 2.
Well, and Mr. Stephanie was number 1. So the household owning the first 2 comments on the chat today, right?
Yes. So we're about to get underway here from Detroit. And we're on the big priority rink today. That's what they call it, the priority rink. Home of the Motor City Rockers. Or Rockettes or Rockers. It's Rockers.
Right. Yeah, this some of the rinks we've been broadcasting from this weekend haven't been the most ideal for viewing. I think our viewers should have a nice treat here.
Yeah, with no netting in front of us.
Yeah.
Big center ice scoreboard, the Priority Waste. Sponsored arena, Priority Waste. That's why it's called Priority. It's not actually like because it's the Priority Rink. It is a waste management service, I understand. So,
good stuff.
The trash can.
Okay. The semifinals coming to you live from the trash can, huh? I know the Penguins group here is fired up this morning. You could see even before they came on the ice, Jeremy, bouncing around in the runway, hollering. Just a lively group, and I expect to see them come out with a quick start here.
Let's hope so. I certainly hope so, but we're going to see everything we can from this OJG Oakland Grizzlies team. On the other side, it's the Milwaukee Junior Admirals taking on the Chicago Reapers. The winner of this will play the winner of that in the finals here at 2:45 right here from this same ice sheet.
I thought it was Florida.
No.
No, wow, okay.
Well, at least when I looked yesterday, it said Milwaukee.
Yikes.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, all right. Well,
here are your starting lineups for the Penguins. In net, number 1, the squish tender, Squishy Evans. Your defense, 27, Cameron Pelly, and number 11, Lyndon Chirac. And up front, the 90s on 9. It'll be D'Angelo Flume, Tyler Bolus, and Jack Carlson.
Quick whistle right off that opening face-off here. Face-off inside the neutral zone.
Offside play puts it back in play outside the Grizzlies line as they'll gain the Penguins end. Taken away by D'Angelo Flume. Up for Carlson. Left for Flume. Little tap pass there, just doesn't quite connect cleanly, so the Penguins will regroup back at center. It's Track under pressure from a pair of Grizzlies. So I think we're going to see that heavy pressure on the Penguins. Penguins are going to have to deal with some forecheck as they go offsides again. A bit of a disjointed first shift there, so we'll see a line change.
Yeah, I agree. I think both teams feeling each other out there. And, the Penguins, they know how tough this Grizzlies team can be. I believe the second time they played back on September 17th, the Grizzlies were up on the Penguins. Penguins had to come from behind in that game.
So we'll reset it at center. Let's just start this game over again. Here comes Chappie up off the stick of Jones. Forecheck by Pearsall. Pearsall and Jones teaming up. Jones, stick lift and body position there, able to come away with it. He'll drive one in on Kennedy. Kennedy making the first save of the game. Claire Kennedy in net for the Grizzlies. As Pearsall comes off the wall, fires it short side, will go off the side of the net. This is the early start the Penguins wanted. A couple down low chances. As Jones spins off the wall, back in front, he'll hit iron. That's like the fourth post he's hit this season, or this weekend. As Chappie controls at center. Chappie over to Caruso. Caruso will dump it in.
Nice chance there from Jones, coming off the boards with speed, rings it off the inside post.
No icing as it's fired all the way down by the Grizzlies. Able to get a stick on it at center. It'll be fired up for Halliday, cutting in front of it on a nice read where the Grizzlies, the Penguins will have to regain control in their own end. It'll come off Halliday's stick right to Brenneman. He cuts towards the middle. It's taken back by the Grizzlies and brought up the far side wall. Weaving in on Foster. A shot goes well wide of the cage. Tracked by Bros. Forced up the wall. It'll be Golnack to Brenneman. Brenneman firing it deep, and the Penguins look for another line change. Good, quick shifts here.
As their fourth shift here, we're already 2 minutes in. Great work by Coach Verbeek getting these boys fresh on the ice.
And it's Flume. Over for Foster. Foster fires it deep. Penguins will get to the dump and chase action. It's Carlson. Tracking the puck to the corner. Able to use the stick lift. Hitting Flume. Flume has the puck come off of his stick. And back come the Grizzlies. 2-on-2 to the line. Bros with a great takeaway. It's cleared back up the center. And the Grizzlies will fire it right back in the Pens' end.
I like the way Bolus provided that back pressure, Jeremy, to come together with the D to break up that play.
Here's Bolus with the puck in front for Carlson. He has it come off of his stick in the Grizzlies counterattack. Penguins getting a defensive change. It'll be Pelly on it. Behind for Track. Track up to Flume. Flume can't control. Puck bouncing a bit on this unit. And the Penguins will fire it deep again, getting another change. Pearsall back out. Gathered in by Pelly. Up for Jones. It'll come off of his skate into the Grizzlies' end. Forecheck by Schweitzer. He tries to get it into the middle of the ice. It'll end up in the corner for Pearsall to battle. Schweitzer there in support, but the Grizzlies will win that one. Out they come with a cross-ice feed that's past Track, but he'll be under immediate pressure again. Schweitzer turning with it at center. He drives in, onside play for a shot that's stick on puck deflected to the corner. Good defensive block there. Jones with the back pressure, keeping it onside for the Penguins, but only briefly, and back come the Grizzlies. Darting through center, they'll dump it in behind the squish tender. It'll be Pelly back to get it. Reversing, but right to a Grizzly, it'll bounce over his stick. Penguins need communication there. He thought Track was there. That was a Grizzly. It could have been dangerous. Back comes Jones. Jones, a shot goes through the crease all the way to Caruso at the point. As the Penguins are partway through a change, Golnack firing one. I think Kennedy got a piece of it.
I think so. Just deflected wide. Nice rebound control.
Chappie takes it at center. He'll find Halliday twisting in onside. Knocked off of his stick, but right to Brenneman for a slap shot that's blocked out the center. Caruso will retreat to get control. Across for Chappell. Off of a Grizzly stick, and right back they come. Chappie able to break it up. Penguins are going to have to watch that counterattack.
Yeah, I'll tell you, number 34, Mills, for the Grizzlies here. I've noticed him quite a few times here, just flying around the ice.
Here's Bros. Up for Halliday. Great feed there, and Halliday fans on a shot. Puck just rolling on these Penguins a bit. Here's Bolus with it at center. It's knocked away from him. In come the Grizzlies. Fed into the middle where it's knocked away, but the Grizzlies are there. Right down Main Street trying to center one. Good stick by Bros. Another centering pass broken up by Foster. It'll be Bolus in the corner.
Nice
His
pass.
cross-ice pass to Flume, who taps it to the speedy Carlson down the wing. Back in front to Flume, and his shot's wide. The net is off. The referee will fix it, and we play on. Flume with the opportunity of the day thus far. Misses the cage.
Nice pass from Carlson. Did you see that?
What a feed. Drew both defenders.
Yeah, held that puck on his forehand, drew the defenders and the goalie over, and no-look backdoor pass to Flume. I think Flume was almost caught off guard by it, too.
Back out at center, the Grizzlies regroup as they come into the zone. Trying to go between the legs. The puck will roll in on Squish. He'll get it under the mitt. And we get a whistle. It's been a while since a whistle.
That's right, and definitely the best scoring chance for either team so far, that Carlson to Flume look. And I was surprised the net clearly off the moorings, Jeremy. The ref didn't blow the whistle, just went over and fixed it and allowed the kids to keep playing.
Jones will control the defensive faceoff up for Schweitzer. He'll drive the corner, supported by Pearsall. Pearsall off the half wall, finding Jones. Jones has it knocked away, and back come the Grizzlies. Trying to feed it forward. Pelly will knock down a Grizzly player, and the Grizzly fans want to call.
Yeah, they did.
We play on. Forecheck pressure by Pearsall. Good stick by Track to break up a pass that might have been dangerous. That kid had a little bit of momentum going into the zone. The Penguins now with it, though. Back in the Grizzly end. Here's Chappie. Across for the one-timer. And reaching to the rafters. A one-timer by Lucas Jones has the Penguins in front. Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery fudge nuggets. What a shot.
Lucas Jones has been working and building for that goal, Jeremy, for the last 2 seasons. Working on that one-timer, working on that slap shot. What a read by Pelly to freeze the defenders, go backdoor, and Lucas Jones gets that stick up high into the atmosphere and rips it into the cage to give the Penguins a big 1-0 lead.
A huge goal, and Jones had a couple early opportunities in this one as well.
Yep.
You really see him skating well to start this one.
Yep, for sure.
Now we get another whistle. 2 false faceoffs. They've already escorted Brenneman from the faceoff circle. Now it looks like the Grizzly center will be asked to vacate as well. So it'll be Halliday to take the center ice faceoff. Penguins leading by a goal. Early action here, first period. Battled for along the boards. Halliday supported by Golnack. Look at the positioning of Brenneman. I love it.
Yeah,
on the right, defensive side.
Right side of the puck, yep.
Penguins will win that battle, working it back to Caruso. Up for Chappie, in front for Halliday. He loses control at the line, and back come the Grizzlies. Good back pressure from Brenneman.
There's that back pressure again. We talked about Bolus earlier. You see Brenneman do the same thing there.
Here's Golnack driving in. Looks like Halliday and Brenneman came together there. Brenneman will pressure the opposite end now, ripping through the stick, getting control and finding Danny Bananas Foster. Over for the Brodozer. In the feet of Foster, it'll be taken away by the Grizzlies. Chance coming here. In front, redirected. Squish will get that one. A good scoring chance there on the redirection. A turnover by Flume along the wall. Back in come the Grizzlies. Side to side for a shot up high. Comes off the glass behind onto the back of the net. And we get a whistle.
Jeremy, great play by Squish there to stay high. Right, he did not go down the backdoor shot. Oftentimes you could see a goalie just slide over, maybe try to stack the pads and allow the upper part of the net to be open. Squish stayed on his feet, stayed tall in the net, and did not give the Grizzlies forward anything to shoot at there. Great play by Squish.
I love the chat here. We got Dr. Julius on, Penguins assistant coach, telling the boys they're playing some good hockey as Kennedy jumps on a puck in the Grizzly end. We also have Mike Jones, who knows that George Pearsall's been waiting for that one.
You know, it was beautiful.
Resplendent.
It was resplendent. Yeah, no, you got it.
It'll be Carlson, Bolus, and Flume here. Bros and Foster the defense. As it's rimmed around behind, Flume. In front for Carlson, swiping at it. Kennedy will get that. Keeping it out, here's Bolus in the corner. Bros, a one-touch over to Foster. These wings are staying up high. The Penguins defense will be cognizant of that as the Grizzlies get control in their own end. They try to sneak one past Burrows as it'll come off the Grizzly at center, followed on by his teammate. They'll drive wide around Foster. Inside for a shot that's off the goaltender and to the corner.
Yeah, Squish staying tight to that post there.
Couple good chances by the Grizzlies. Trying to tie it up as we play in the Penguins' end. Bolus. I don't know, I just feel like things are a little disjointed.
Yeah.
Puck's rolling off of sticks.
Yep.
I know the Penguins have a 1-0 lead, but I feel like, I don't know. I have an odd feeling so far.
Well, you always have an odd feeling.
There was another one of those plays. Flume going to the ice. You could see his frustration visible. We've seen a couple stick bangs here early. Kids going to have to get mentally composed here.
By the way, it's probably hard to see, but just a glorious mustache on one of the refs here this morning. Very bushy, very full.
We went from turtlenecks and mittens to full-on, beautiful mustaches.
It looks like he maybe fluffed it up before the game.
Little, beautiful. I want to see Diamond Jim pull that out for one of these games.
Maybe in November, Movember, right? Maybe.
It'll be Pearsall at the dot. Schweitzer battling along the wall. This, I think, the most consistent line thus far in the early going for the Penguins. The early goal by Jones. Back come the Grizzlies. Dumping it in behind the Squish Tire icing. Will be the call.
4:12 here to go in the first period. You've seen quite a bit of action at both ends of the ice, Jeremy. I would say the unofficial shot clock thus far, 6 for the Penguins and 5 for the Grizzlies. So the Penguins probably with the better chances. You know, you saw that Flume opportunity, of course, the Jones goal, but the Grizzlies also putting pressure on the Penguins.
Yeah, we saw one off the post.
That's right.
So here's another ice on Oakland. Oakland's in their black uniforms for this one, black jerseys with the Grizzly logo on the chest and the gold striping. Your Penguins, they're in those whites that everybody loves. The white jerseys with the black pants, white socks, and the iconic gold ends elite helmets. Brenneman in the Grizzly zone to take the faceoff, trying to get it towards Halliday. Back come the Grizzlies, a 3-on-2 developing here. Defended by Chappell. A shot in on Squish. He'll get it in the paraphernalia and hole.
Jeremy, you speak about these new uniforms this year, the white jerseys. What a lot of folks don't recognize is that the shells are different. Formerly black pants with a yellow stripe. Well, this year there's a yellow stripe with thin white stripes on either side, mimicking more of the big Penguins, the Sidney Crosby Penguins. So a nice touch this year for the unis.
And one difference between the Penguins and these guys, and I'd like to see the Pens Elite get them at some point in time, the Penguins pants, the striping tapers as it goes down the leg. I like that look.
On the real Penguins?
Yes.
Well, I mean the big Penguins.
Yes, as the Grizzlies go off sides here.
The over 18 Penguins team.
The over 18s.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. And I'll tell you, if you see Todd Bolus around the rink, and if you like that stripe, you can thank him. Last year in the lobby, he gave some feedback to the person at the Penguins who orders the uniforms, and lo and behold, the whole organization gets the little white stripe. So.
And the logo changing to the traditional Penguins logo with the white on it as well.
It looks so sharp.
It does. It does. And I like the that was, I think, a third jersey, a Winter Classic type outdoor game jersey the Penguins were using with the solid gold Penguin. But I'm happy to see them back to the traditional black, gold, and white Penguin. As the Grizzlies try to break out of their own zone, they're under pressure from Carlson and Flume. It's tossed into the Penguins' end. No icing this time as they had gained center red. Pressuring Bros. The Grizzlies take it away. A centering pass comes off of a Penguin defender. Can Carlson bust free? He'll get clear of the defense. In on a partial break. Tries the 5-0 and Kennedy there to say no, sir. On the Carlson break.
Yeah, great play by Carlson. He's able to get past that defender, and I thought he was knocked off balance there for a sec, but able to keep pushing forward, goes in, looks 5-hole. But the goalie said no.
Definitely hounded from behind, which affected his ability, I'm guessing, to elevate as Carlson goes forward. A between the legs shot by Bolus. Goes wide of the cage. And the Grizzlies back through center. Penguins need some back pressure here. It'll be Bolus on the back check as a 3-on-2 was developing. Bolus, that back pressure forces the takeaway. Flume pressures. Couldn't come away with it. Now Bros with the puck. Stopping along the wall. Going up for Carlson. It's kept at the line. Squish will push it right over to Foster. Foster to Bros. Bros looking for Flume. It's turned over. And the squish tender flashes leather. Sweet buttery crumpets. We're going to see that one again on replay.
Boy, Jeremy, that puck was ticketed for the upper right corner. Squish goes down into the butterfly, and as you said, he flashed the leather. What a save there. Holy moly.
We'll get a face-off in the Penguins' end. Opportunity there off the turnover. And now the Grizzlies trying to get established. It'll be Jones. Up the far side, though. In front for Schweitzer. He gains into the backhand for a heavy shot that's just wide. Pearsall to it. He'll go deep to the corner. Schweitzer, as this line loves to cycle low. Jones, now Schweitzer. Pearsall to Schweitzer. In front for Jones. A bouncing puck will pop free to track. A low, hard shot is blocked off a defender to the corner. They'll try to come up the wall, but the Penguins are there to disrupt. The Grizzlies will get it out the center and dump it in, no icing the call. Minute and a half here as Pelly comes out. Up through center to Track. Track off the stick of Pearsall all the way into the Grizzly end. What a read by Pearsall. The player faked one way, went the other, and Pearsall read it perfectly to cut it off. Jones with the pressure, able to free it up for a backhander by Chappell. He was looking for Jones. Jones playing possessed right now. Just all over the puck. He's back to disrupt the breakout.
Is he the exorcist this morning?
He is. He is. Brenneman gets it into the Grizzly zone before it's returned out for Golnack. Golnack has it go off of a Grizzly right to Halliday, though. Halliday for Golnack as they play catch along the boards. Golnack dumped to the point. It's Chappie. Chappie down the wall, but it's picked off and sent all the way out to center. It'll be ice. No icing. That's not a good call.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, Chappie under pressure. I think the Penguins thought it was it. Penguins got to play to the game here. He was waved it off for quite a while as they come back the other direction. I don't know why he waved it off.
No.
But he did. He claimed it was tipped. He was making the tip sign. I don't know what it tipped off the boards. As Halliday's shot down low is blocked. Time ticking down here on the opening frame. In front come the Grizzlies with a shot that'll go wide of the net. And exciting back and forth action, maybe a little too much.
Yeah, I would put your unofficial Commodore shot clock 8 for the Penguins and 8 for the Grizzlies. I think they bounced back there at the end, had some high-quality zone time in the Penguin zone. And the Penguins, I would say, Jeremy, if I'm looking at, the way this team traditionally plays, I think maybe they're not buzzing quite as much as they normally are. Could be Game 5 on the weekend, right? Early morning. You said it earlier. These Grizzlies slept in their own house, their own beds last night. Penguins getting home late from that quarterfinal matchup in a hotel. Does that play a factor here, as we move along? Perhaps. But certainly the Penguins have their work cut out for them.
Yes, it's been a good back and forth game. The Penguins were definitely the better of the chances. But the Grizzlies, that counterattack, and they take advantage of Penguins' mistakes. Most of their chances have come off of turnovers or disjointed plays, picking off passes. They're trying to sneak a forward up the ice, it seems like, at times.
Right.
So the Pens D will have to be cognizant of that. Puck pressure creating those turnovers. It's not just like the Penguins are giving the puck away. They're under pressure.
Yep.
And so the Grizzlies will try to keep that going. And the Penguins will try to add to this thin margin of 1-0.
The thinnest of margins.
The thinnest margin in hockey. It'll be Carlson, Flume, Bolus, Foster, and Burrows to start period number 2. Flume battling for a puck. He'll get control of it. Looking for Bolus. He tries to go back to Flume, and that's one of them right there. Just kind of a disjointed play. But there's Flume staying with it, able to gain the zone, an onside play.
That was offsides.
I agree.
Dodged a bullet there.
Carlson will twist down to the corner to Flume. His centering Patrick Carlson as he fires it at the net. It'll go off a defender's leg and to the corner. Bolus able to read it. Goes deep for Carlson. Just doesn't get it hard enough into the area behind the net, and the Grizzlies take control. Up the wall, off the dasher.
The Grizzlies had a chance to get that puck out and didn't earlier. Fortunate bounce there.
As Bolus's pass. Bros knocked Bolus falling down. Here come the Grizzlies. A potential 3-on-2 as it comes in front. And there it was. The Penguin turnover.
Yeah, you said it.
Bolus falls down. The Grizzlies create a 3-on-1. Get the puck into the middle for an excellent shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, the puck coughed up there in the high slot, and Grizzlies had numbers, right? I think it was 3 guys going in on Squish, pass over, and just a tough play. And now game's all knotted up at 1.
And that was one. You had Bros come down the boards in the offensive zone to pressure that puck. Was able to keep it in initially, but you had forward covering the D there. And the Pens D not able to get back fast enough. And just a little mistake. I mean, they happen as we have an offside play by the Grizzlies. But it's that disjointed pucks off sticks, weird things. We also want to say, looks like Coach Kyle Dirks joining us on the broadcast as well from the Shane Clifford goaltending school. Love to see that.
So Squish has 2 Coach Kyles.
2 Coach Kyles.
Okay.
Dirksey and Beaker. As it's shot off the Squish tender's stick. Out come the Penguins. Here's Jones driving in to the outside. He'll look in front for a pass. He was looking for Pearsall cutting to the net. It'll just miss his stick, and back come the Grizzlies. Poked by Pelly. He'll dislodge the puck. Track now. Up for Schweitzer. Schweitzer for Pearsall. He drives in, cutting one to the middle, and there's a glove at the other side. It's Kennedy snagging it.
Yeah, you see Kennedy flashing the leather at one end, Squish at the other. Just a solid goaltending matchup here so far. And I'll tell you what, the Penguins and Grizzlies, this is a good matchup, Jeremy. It really is. Back and forth they go.
Lots of talent on the ice here. 12:22 to go. Second frame. Grizzlies have tied it at 1 early in the period. This one will get in on Kennedy, and we get another whistle.
Now, Kennedy, I saw you talking to Kennedy's dad, right? Have Squish and this goalie been a tandem at tournaments or something? Have they?
They have.
Okay.
Squish and Claire playing together a couple of times through the summer, including up here in Ann Arbor.
That maize and blue?
It was a hockey tournament. It wasn't Maize and Blues camp per se, but puck forced in front and deep for Halliday. Halliday on the pressure, able to pull the puck out, twisting. It'll come to the corner. Halliday all over it right now as the Penguins try to regain the advantage. Caruso all the way across to Chappell. That was a long pass, bouncing puck in front, and Brenneman it was just bouncing around. I think he got it towards the net.
No ice.
No, they called the ice.
I thought they said no ice. Yeah, again, I would just say in general, Jeremy, top to bottom, I would say the level of intensity normally with this team at a 10, probably about a 9.5 right now. Right? I think there's just one more gear, and I think, here we are, early second period. They're still warming up, but you can feel a little bit of a different pace. So just something to look for.
Flume will try the face-off this time. He'll win it back for Foster. He sends it behind for Carlson off the wall. Looking backside. It'll just miss Bolus but end up with Flume. He'll go to the point. Here's Bros. Bros with a shot. His shot's blocked. The rebound sent right to the stick of Flume for a heavy blast. Kicked away. Flume again. This pass comes off the skate to the corner. He'll pressure. I see that you're right. I see the Penguins picking things up here.
Yep.
A shot off the blocker.
Yeah, they got the Grizzlies running around in their own zone right now. Good icing here from the Grizzlies.
It'll go wide of the net and over the line. And the teams will change units. The Penguins are going to put out Jones, Pearsall, and Schweitzer with Pelly and Trek.
You know, Schweitzer, we haven't called him the mathematician in a little while, right? That was an early season nickname.
Yes.
We'll see for him using that protractor, some of those bounces off the boards, right? He likes to read.
As Pearsall takes the draw. Jones in the corner. In a battle. They'll come to free to the point. Track with a shot. I'm not sure if that came off Kennedy to the corner, but I think it did. Shot getting through is what? Back pressure by Pearsall. Taking the puck away. Bouncing it off the boards. Talking about the mathematician as he fires one off the blocker. That was headed for the corner, George.
I like a pass, a seam pass there to Jones instead of that shot, but, you know, what do I know?
That was a heck of a save. We were almost doing a goal dance there. As a poke by Jones.
Well, Jeremy, they say that defense leads to offense. You saw that back check by Pearsall there leading to that scoring chance. You want to see that, you know, hallmark of the Penguins game, typically that back pressure. You know, guys like Brenneman, guys like Golnak, you see that from. And I think that's part of them building back to getting to their game here this morning.
Yeah, and the Penguins really stepping it up since that Grizzly goal. You saw that back pressure steal by Pearsall leads not only to the scoring chance, but also to this zone time, now to a cover, now an offensive face-off. So all of that comes from that back check.
Yeah, you know, you've had a couple icings here. Other than that, I think the puck's been in the zone here, the Grizzlies' end, for the better part of this last 5 minutes.
Track at center. Rolling puck will be controlled by Halliday. Halliday swiping it all the way into the Grizzly end. Brenneman on the forecheck as the Grizzlies will try the far side this time. Cross ice pass through the neutral zone. Poked off the stick, back comes Halliday, a potential 3-on-2. Back pressure by the Grizzlies. Allowed that defender to play aggressively, but here comes Brenneman, short side shot, just wide.
I like the way he pulled that puck into his feet, Jeremy. To get the shot.
Tackled there. Halliday works down low. They continue to battle in behind the net. It'll be the Grizzlies coming away with it. They'll try that far side. Back pressure by Golnak this time, but the Grizzlies pull it through into the offensive zone for a pass to the half wall. Back in front, it'll come off the skate of Caruso. Good defensive play. And now Caruso's going to have a penalty there.
Boy, and if you're a Grizzlies fan, that's exactly what you've been waiting for. Penguins carrying the play, have the Grizzlies team on the ropes. They needed something to turn the momentum, and they got it there. As the Penguins are going to head to the box, and they're going to deploy Carlson, Bolus, Foster, and Bros on the PK unit.
So we've seen the Penguins take over some control, but as early in the game, this is a pivotal moment. The Grizzlies trying to regain some momentum here. They'll have an extra attacker. Foster in the corner. Up the wall, banked off the boards. Bolus pressures. The Grizzlies control to the center point area for a heavy blast. Wide of the cage. Rebound sent in front. Great defensive play by Foster to break it up and clear. What an excellent play by Foster. Wow. Love that. Love that.
Absolutely. And now the Penguins are going to change up the forward pair. It's going to be Flume and Pearsall, but still Bros and Foster on the back end. Just a rock steady defensive pair, Bros and Foster are.
And they're steady rocking all morning long.
That's right.
As Flume takes the draw to be controlled by the Grizzlies for a shot from the outside that deflects wide. They had two guys in front creating traffic. Back to the point. They work it low to high on this man advantage. Sent across. This is where Jones scored from. A backside feed comes off the backhand. It's the Grizzlies controlling. Pearsall gets a stick to it as it's down low, ramped up over the squish tender. It'll be gathered in behind. The Grizzlies all over the Penguins here with the man advantage. What an excellent power play thus far. As a shot comes out, blocked by Bros. Kept at the line though. Here's the Grizzlies with numbers. Down low, in front, as a puck comes in and is tapped in on the backside.
Well, you see the Penguins there doing some chasing on the penalty kill.
Penguins couldn't get it out of their zone.
No, they could not get it out of their zone. They were on the wrong side of the puck a few times, right? You want to stay on that D side. The Penguins caught out of position, and the Grizzlies make them pay. And now the Penguins, if they want to advance here, they're going to have to do it coming from behind.
And in order to do that, they got to get right back to their game. They were controlling play before the penalty. They got to get right back on it. Grizzlies will win the draw. We'll see that energy and momentum perk up here for the black-clad Grizzlies.
And you know what we talked about, Jeremy? That penalty, right? You want to stay out of the box. You don't want to give them some momentum, and that's exactly what happened for the Grizzlies.
Here's Pelly, and what a power play it was. A backdoor feed there. Here's Pearsall working out of the corner. Pinned against the wall was Pelly. Here's Pearsall with a shot short side. Pelly working the offensive zone as the Penguins activate the defense here. A breakout feed comes through to center. Pelly disrupting. And it'll be dumped in by Oakland. Track looking for Schweitzer. Icing will be the call.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the Penguins forwards especially look for a change there, Jeremy. That puck went all the way back into their zone. A good opportunity. If they're going to continue to carry that pace, they're going to have to keep these shifts short. Certainly something I'm sure the coaches will be talking about, but that play of the Penguins where they come in waves, in order to do so, they have to be fresh.
Here's Pearsall. Brenneman at the face-off dot in the defensive zone. A shot in, wide, a squish. It'll come up the half wall, but the Grizzlies the first one to it. They'll play it back to the point. It'll sneak by. Halliday with the pressure. Now Golnak in the Grizzly end, wreaking havoc. The Penguins force a turnover here. They will at center. Here's Chappie, backhanding it up to the line and onside into the zone. The Grizzlies will counterattack, far side. It'll be dumped in. And Squish will put it in the corner for Chappell. Chappell going up the wall. Right there's a Grizzly. Now we battle. A near side battle as the puck comes all the way to the point. Kept in at the line. Off the skate of Halliday. Here's Golnak. He has Halliday. He couldn't quite get a handle on it.
Yeah, he wanted to find it, but it was just rolling on him. I think he saw him. He just couldn't move the puck up.
It'll be the Grizzlies up the far side. A good tap back with speed. 3-on-2 develops here. As the squish tender will take a shot up high off the blocker. Caruso gathers it in. He'll find Flume. Flume to the middle. Right to a Grizzly defender. Countering back the other way. It'll come off the boards. No icing as it won't be far enough. Bros able to get there, but the Grizzlies take it away and get to the middle of the ice. That's defended well by Carlson, who finds Flume. Flume up the far side.
Look at him
protects
go.
to the outside. Chops it towards the net, and it goes to the corner for Bolus.
Boy, nice speed there from Flume.
Carlson trying for Flume on the backside. His pass deflected. And a bouncing puck comes out through center. The Grizzlies in for a shot. Good block by Foster. Puck rebound in front, though. A backhander fought off by the squish tender.
The net might be off. Maybe not.
Here's the Grizzlies pulling it out, finding the corner as they possess in the Penguins' end.
Nice play by Foster to reverse the play, calm things down. Oh, Bros is going to look for the long lead pass.
Won't connect with Flume, but it will find Bolus at center.
Oh, that was off, yeah. The Penguins fortunate to get that offsides play. If we're running around a bit in their own zone, they're going to get a fresh set of bodies here. That's going to be the Pearsall unit up front with Pelly and Linden Track on the back end.
Faceoff will come outside of the Penguin zone in neutral ice. It's controlled by the Pens. Track to Pelly. Pelly has it knocked away. Grizzlies battling along the wall. Cross ice feed finds Schweitzer. Over for Pearsall. It jumps over his stick, but he tracks it to the corner.
Oh.
Leaving it up the wall looking for Jones. It'll be cleared by the Grizzlies. Pelly at center, though. Pelly weaving around a forward. Off of his skating deep. The Grizzlies with 3-4 guys back right now.
Yeah, Penguins have to get on that forecheck. Too much watching, too much standing around, and you're seeing the Grizzlies getting some free breakouts here.
As the arm is raised, and the Penguins are heading off. Lucas Jones for a slash, knocking the stick out of the, and he's getting another penalty, a misconduct on Jones.
I mean, I'll tell you, the Penguins in an elimination game, taking a penalty, that's fine. But the unsportsmanlike, we can't have that. We just can't have it. So tough play there. And now the Penguins, who are already trailing in this game, are going to be shorthanded for 3 minutes, I believe.
It'll be a minute and a half, but Jones will sit for 8.5 more after that. So the Penguins will not get their lone goal scorer right now back.
And Jones has been one of the more impactful players here for the Penguins so far, Jeremy. Now you're going to be playing from behind without one of your impact players.
So he'll be in there for 9.5 minutes. So he won't be able to come back until there's maybe, about 8 minutes and change left in the third. And a whistle. He will have to wait for a whistle as well. And the Penguins are going to take another penalty. It's Chappell. Cross-checks a player in front of the net. Kennedy making her way to the bench as the Grizzlies control. The Penguins get a handle on it. But Chappie's going to head off, and the Penguins will be short by a pair.
I mean, Chappie needs to be very careful. He's skating to the box, and he's yapping. And the refs have already teed up Lucas Jones. So
we have a minute 10 of 5-on-3 hockey. It'll be Pearsall, Foster, and Bros, the three Penguins. And we've seen this power play be awesome. And there's Squish making a save. The rebound poked by, and Squish has been run over after the play. Taking a shot up high.
Yeah, just Jeremy, just a terrible course of events here, right? But and to a large extent, preventable. The Penguins committing mistakes, taking penalties, taking unsportsmanlike, and now the Penguins playing from behind. Just, you hate to see this.
I want to know why there's not a call. I mean, Squish clearly run over by a player well after the whistle during a celebration. Luckily, he's not injured. As we are on a penalty kill now, trailing by 2. Penguins got to get it together. Short-handed here, it's Pearsall with the pressure. The Grizzlies work their way up. 2 power play goals for the Grizzlies. The difference in this one, as they'll keep it at the point.
Got to get that puck out.
And the Penguins.
Nope. Penguins are now going to get the benefit as the Grizzlies go to the penalty box for it was a slashing call. Boy, oh boy.
I thought that was going on us again. Thank heavens it did not.
Me too. And Jeremy, I'll hate to say it, but it's hard to argue a lot of these calls that you've seen so far.
Nope.
Right? I think even the unsportsmanlike, these are calls that seem like they had to be made. So the Penguins going to have to come from behind here, a multi-goal deficit. And you hope that they can show that moxie that they've shown in the past.
A shot in on Squish. He'll put it in the corner. Here's Pelly with it. Off the backhand of Brenneman. He'll track it. Able to dump it in. He's to the corner, 4-on-4 for 4 more seconds before the Penguins go off a power play as Brenneman centered one. Trying to be cleared. Golnack there with the pressure. He'll take it away. Penguins with the man advantage now. Flume on the ice. He'll come up the wall. Here's Track with it. Forced back Flume. Flume now trying to gain the zone. He will onside. Man advantage here, Flume. With a backhander. I think that missed the cage. Pelly down the wall. Flume looking backside Track. Couldn't get a stick to it, but he will get the puck in the corner. Good body position there by 11.
Yeah, see the Penguins right now, I like what we're seeing. Not looking for that one and done play, Jeremy. They're working the puck around. They're on the power play now.
Carlson will put it in the danger zone. Off of a skate. Kept in by the Pens. Bolus with a shot. That misses the net. Here's Flume. Back to Pelly. Player ready to come out in 3. Flume down low for Carlson. Taken by the Grizzlies and fired all the way out.
Look out.
Player out of the box. Streaming in. Track gets the pressure. Squish makes the save.
What a play by Squish there.
Back comes Pelly. Through a couple of players. Driving in. Onside. Can Cameron Pelly go end to end? Kennedy, the only thing that prevented it.
Well, you're right. You're right. Pelly goes in behind his own net, Jeremy. Cuts in front of Squish and goes end to end. And are we going to see a goaltending change? No?
No.
I see the goalie coming across the ice from the penalty box. Maybe that was just someone working the door in the box. I get it.
Yeah. We put in behind the Grizzly net. They'll work the far side breakout.
And you notice the Penguins with some disjointed lines here with Jones in the box.
A rolling puck comes free. Halliday chopping at it. Halliday out there with Schweitzer and Pearsall. It'll be off of a skate and countered. Pearsall gets a high stick to it, but the Grizzlies control, so no whistle. Back they come into the Penguins' end. Inside of a minute. A centering pass cut off nicely by Pearsall. Halliday gets to it, forcing it to the corner.
Well, the Penguins just under siege right now.
40 seconds left as they'll jam it up the wall. Halliday able to spin it out to center. Schweitzer on the forecheck. Grizzlies counterattack. Dumped in. It'll come off the glove of Caruso. Penguins were changing a pair of forwards.
Here we go.
And they're loose. It's Golnack and Brenneman. In front. Brenneman and Kennedy makes the save. The puck was loose, but it's covered up.
Yeah, great scoring chance there. Bad change from the Grizzlies. The Penguins going in 2-0. Just a great scoring opportunity here with now 17 seconds to go in the third period. Penguins
looking to get one with the offensive faceoff.
Boy, that was grade A scoring chance.
It'll be the Penguins in the zone, but the Grizzlies able to get it out the center. Penguins chop it right back in. As time ticks down on the second, we'll head to period number 3. The Penguins trailing by a pair. 3 goals in this period for Oakland. 2 on the man advantage. 1 on a 5-on-3. Were all three power plays?
I think they were. No, I think they were.
They might have been. At least 2, maybe a third. No, that first one was not on power play. It was early in that first minute.
So much has happened.
That was
since
the
then.
kind of fall down.
Yeah.
But
the Penguins, the semifinal matchup here, kind of some familiarity when they played the Terriers in Rochester when they were losing going into the third period. It was in that game where the penalties started to mount up in the third, and that's sort of what did them in that game. The Penguins now going to be looking to reverse their fortune. And I think the best way to do it, Jeremy, is getting to that game, getting to that forecheck, getting to that offensive zone pressure where then they start to draw some penalties. They go to the power play. I think if they're going to do it, it's going to be that relentless forecheck, backcheck, in-your-face hockey.
Yep.
We haven't seen enough of it today, but we still have one more period to find it.
And we'll see the Penguins activating defense. We saw the chance by Pelly on that rush. So they're going to have to generate offense, generate turnovers. That forecheck will be huge. The Penguins are going to have to come up big. And what's great is when you look down at that bench, there's more than enough talent to overcome a 2-goal deficit in the third period.
Oh, goodness. That is right.
Penguins will have 14 minutes to do so. We throw 14 on the clock. We switch sides for the final time. And we're going to settle this on a 200 by 85 sheet of frozen water. They'll start with Flume, Carlson, Bolus, Foster, and Bros. And with Carlson. Take the draw. Flume stepping in, getting it back to Foster. Up for Flume, across for Bolus, spinning around. Passes a bit behind. The Grizzlies will counter. There's that pressure you're talking about, George. Disrupting the breakout.
Oh, boy. I thought we might get one there.
Maybe if you had the puck, but a Grizzly player coming away with it. Good block by the Penguin defense. It'll be controlled at the point for a shot. Kicked out and then covered by Squish.
Yeah,
and they're going to have to make a call on one of these.
They got one. They got it.
Well, after the whistle, Squish takes a whack. This is the second time after the whistle. The last one, Squish got run over.
Yeah, the mustache man making the call, Jeremy. He's calling a slashing penalty against number 34 for the Grizzlies. And, boy, if I were the Grizzlies coach, I would be none too pleased right now. You're winning. You have a multi-goal lead. The last thing you need is to send this Penguins power play onto the ice.
Controlled by Oakland and rimmed around. Tracking something on the computer here, folks. Sorry about that. We may have a recording issue. You're going to see it live, but I may not have the file anymore. But nonetheless, Penguins with the man advantage here, working it deep. The Grizzlies, good pressure, able to take it away. They'll go behind their own net. Forecheck by Flume, forces that turnover to Bros. Bros right back to Flume. Penguins trying to set things up. We've seen the Grizzlies get a couple power play goals. Now it's the Penguins' turn. Flume and Carlson connect. Flume with it, back to Bros. Bros back to Flume. Flume with a shot, that's blocked. Right to Foster though, in front. Backside, it's Carlson off of Bolus, but he smacked it out of the air with his mitt.
Yeah, it had to be, they couldn't call that one a goal. Bolus just smacked it into the net. It was a high stick with his glove, with his hand. So
kind of throwing it by.
Yeah, that was three strikes there. So the Penguins now going to send out Pearsall, Schweitzer, and Halliday.
Again, without Jones for about 5 minutes of this, 5.5 minutes of this period. Halliday will put it deep. Rimmed around, but there's Pearsall to cut it off. He'll work behind the net. Tried to get it in front. It's poked away. Crashing down the wall as the Penguins defense track. Playing it behind for Schweitzer. In front off of Halliday. He'll control the Pearsall. Up for Pelly. With traffic in front, the shot deflects by Schweitzer, but it just misses the cage. They battle behind the net. Halliday to his knees, able to disrupt things, but back come the Grizzlies.
Guy out of the box here.
We've seen this before. Guy coming out of the box creating a chance. This time it's Pelly under pressure. It'll be forced up the wall, and we're getting a penalty on Cameron Pelly here. A little too physical along the boards. And 27 headed off for a roughing call here.
Boy, oh boy.
You mentioned it before. They're starting to stack up.
Yeah, they're stacking up and just not what you want to see. Just not what you want to see. And I think Cameron Pelly, they're just trying to make an aggressive play. I don't think it was I didn't see a bad penalty. Did you?
It was a battle along the wall. And
yeah.
Like I said, things just got a little bit more physical. So the Grizzlies back to the power play. They've got a pair of them. Penguins are going to have to prevent one here. Tasked with that will be Golnack and Brenneman.
What a play by Golnack there. Did you see that?
Able to knock the puck out of midair. And could this be a moment? Brenneman, a felled Grizzly as he tries to drag it to the front. It's poked away, and back come the Grizzlies. Into the zone, into the middle for a shot that's just wide. Brenneman getting back in the zone here as it comes in front. And again, squished with the save, but the Penguins unable to get the rebound, pull it to the backhand, and the Grizzlies strike again on the power play.
It appears to be a hat trick for one of the Grizzlies players. As you're right, Jeremy, the puck comes in. The Grizzlies have numbers.
That's a little much, in my opinion.
They get that puck on net, rebound comes out, and they bury it. And now the Grizzlies with a commanding 4-1 lead with 11 minutes to go here in the third period. Wow, a shocker so far.
11:09 for the Penguins to try to make a comeback here. As it's knocked away from Flume. It's Bolus with it. All the way across for Foster. Up for Bolus. Now Carlson. It's turned back the other way, and here come the Grizzlies. A 3-on-2 into the Penguins' end. Foster defends well to the outside. A centering pass cut off by the Pens defense once, but the second one comes through the crease. Battled for along the wall. Flume to Carlson, trying to go back to Flume. The Grizzlies will tap it just out of his reach.
Penguins coasting now. They got to keep those feet moving. They need 3 goals here, Jeremy. 3 goals in 10 minutes and 27 seconds. It's only going to come with these boys grinding away. Now we're going to see Pearsall, Halliday, and Golmack, the trio for the Penguins up front. Lucas Jones, I think, maybe another 2 minutes left before
about a minute or two left in the box. And the referee just told him to put his helmet back on. He was sitting in there helmetless. As the Grizzlies rim it around, it'll be kept by Pearsall. It'll roll off of his stick, or Pelly, it rolls off of his stick. He's able to control it in his own end. A nice reversal for Track. Up for Halliday. Tipped forward to Pearsall. Darting into the middle for a shot. Kennedy will keep it out. Pearsall behind the net. It back in front. Backhander by Halliday kept aside. Pearsall to the corner. Now Halliday. Halliday. Good move there. Able to be creative. Pulling it around the defender. It's knocked away behind the cage, but Pearsall's there to get it. As this line cycles down low. Played up to the point. Here's Pelly. Winding. Firing, puck in, rebound.
Here we go.
And it is behind the net. The Penguins get one back.
Boy, the Penguins there, Jeremy, just relentless on that shift. And it goes back to Cameron Pelly, throws it on net. Rebound comes out, reminiscent of the Grizzlies' goals here. And Halliday, big Jimmy Halliday, goes hard to the net and buries it through the 5-hole.
So the Penguins getting one back here. Huge goal. Closed it to 2. And that's the relentless pressure you need. Good work in low. Greasy one with the rebound.
Yeah, now the Penguins just chipping away, right? They have to get a goal every few minutes, and there they did.
It'll be played Schweitzer for Carlson. Schweitzer will pick off a breakout attempt. Back to the backside for a spinning Carlson, and
goodness.
Kennedy able to get the leg pad to it.
Nice play by Schweitzer there, Jeremy. He gets that puck and does the no-look backhand pass backdoor to Carlson. Wow. Penguins now definitely with the momentum in their favor.
It'll be an offensive zone faceoff on the near dot. Grizzlies able to jump in front and control that puck. Here's Chappie with it. Up off the boards.
Here we go.
Carlson up on that forecheck. He's battling.
Ooh.
As Schweitzer tries to keep it, it'll come free to Caruso. He's under pressure, and the Grizzlies take it away. Good stick on the backside, and another defensive play, that time by Chappie. As a 2-on-1 had developed.
Yeah,
Caruso looking for Schweitzer. As Flume tries to drag it one-handed out of the zone. It'll be kept in by the Grizzlies. Flume will try again, this time skating with speed through the neutral zone. Flume trying to cut through a couple of defenders. Able to get it all the way behind the net. Now it'll be Foster to it. Off the boards for Flume. His pass back is intercepted, but taken right back here by Burrows. Burrows will dump it in. It's an offside play.
8:29 here to go in the third. Lucas Jones still in the penalty box. I don't think we have official word yet on when we'll see him again, but I think
should be now.
It should be coming up here. It should be coming soon.
Unless they're enforcing a 10-minute misconduct, it should be 8, but it looks like they're going to make him serve 10.
Okay.
Because I think he would have been out. He went in with about 4 minutes, 4:06, I want to say, in the second. So we're
oh boy, here we go.
6 minutes
Here we go.
This one is Brenneman. Couldn't escape. More pressure. It's Halliday getting to it. Now Foster following on. Foster into the zone. Brenneman is hauled down on the play as Foster spins in. His shot from a tough angle sails wide, and it'll be Brenneman to it. Bros now with a down low drive. Look at the Grizzlies pack the net.
Yeah.
Protecting Kennedy. As they take it away behind, but right there's Halliday to get it back, and Brenneman is boarded heavily into the wall, and the Penguins are going to head to a power play.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to call more than the 90 seconds there.
It doesn't appear to be so.
Now the Penguins up front here on the power play. You're going to see Carlson. You're going to see Carlson, Pearsall, and Flume as the power play unit here. And on the backside, you're going to see Pelly and Linden Track. So Penguins trying to get within one here. Big moment in the game here. 7:46 to go in the third.
Just over half the third period left. Penguins trying to close this gap and make it a one-goal game. And both players being kicked out of the face-off. Pearsall win it cleanly. The Penguins had 2 center icemen out there, and it came in handy with one of them being waved. Now it's Pearsall. Up for Carlson. Down for Pearsall. Looking in front. Here's Carlson. And they find Pelly. Pelly's shot misses the cage. Flume able to get to the rebound, leaving it for Trek. Behind the net, Pearsall. I love that low to high. Can they do it again? Here's Pelly again. This time he's under pressure. He gets it down for Carlson's shot that misses. Wide, here's Trek. Behind for Pearsall. The Penguins setting up a great power play here. Trek able to keep it and find Pelly. Pelly now. Trek and Flume. Flume has it come off his stick, but he'll chop it behind for Pearsall. Back to Flume. In front for Carlson. It deflects and bounces around, and the Grizzlies will clear it to the half wall. Pearsall there to take over. Penguins power play buzzing. Shot by Pearsall, blockered away. Another one, blocked. Here's Flume. He has Trackel, send it all the way across to Pelly though. Pelly faking one way, dumping it to the corner. Pearsall able to keep it in that corner. Battle ensues as Carlson.
Oh, what a play.
It's chopped out of the air.
Oh, what a play by Pelly.
And the Penguins are right back in the Grizzly end. Pelly getting it, trying to get it deep. It'll come free to Track. Track will find Bolus. Bolus darting in. Knocked down. Back come the Grizzlies. Even strength here as they come out the center.
We got Carlson and Flume both tired here, Jeremy, as they come in on the back check.
Penguins knock the puck away. Carlson able to get to it. Finding Caruso. Caruso up off the boards. He'll find Bolus. Bolus to Flume. Flume pulling it around, cutting to the middle. Can he break free? He's able to force it in. Kennedy will put it to the outside. Bolus to the puck.
We need Flume to get back to his feet.
Here's Chappie with it. 5.5 to go as they'll get it deep. Pressure by Brenneman. The puck coming up. It would have been a breakaway, but Chappie able to defend it perfectly from behind and knock the puck free.
I'll tell you, some unhappy Grizzlies parents there. They wanted a call on that play.
I think it's a good no call.
Yeah, I do too, especially as a Penguins fan.
Yes. Here's Chappie with it in his own end after a couple big defensive plays by Big 57 in white. They'll find Halliday. He gets it in on net. That'll be a whistle, and I think the Penguins are going to get Jones back here with 5 minutes to go.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Verbeek does here, Jeremy, as the Penguins looking to get 2 goals here in the next 5 minutes. Does he go with the early goalie pull? Does he adjust the lines at all? We'll see. But the Penguins now looking for 2 goals. Probably a quick one here if they're going to get back into this game.
Looks like we have Pearsall centering Halliday and Golnack right now. Bros and Foster.
That's the trio that scored the second Penguins goal. Maybe they can strike gold again.
As it's sent to the point, Foster keeps it. Bros looking, firing. It'll come off a defender and bounce over Golnack's stick. It'll be cleared up and into the Grizzly bench.
Faceoff will be in the Grizzly zone here. That puck just went up and caught one of the Grizzlies players on the bench. 4:45 to go in the third. By the way, fantastic camera work today from Mr. 40, Larry Calabrese, bringing you the sights and sounds here from Detroit. Well, really the sights, I guess, huh?
It'll be an offside play on the Penguins. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone, just outside of the Grizzly line. Puck worked up into the Penguins' end, defended well by Bros to the outside.
Bros, physical play, but not so physical as to take a penalty. Good job.
We'll play it across for Foster. Up for Halliday. A little tap pass looking for Pearsall. Taken away by the Grizzlies. They'll regroup and send it back the other way. Bros breaks it up. Now Halliday, and Bros will get control. D-to-D play to Foster. Up for Halliday. Pearsall bounces over his stick. Halliday will take it back.
You mentioned disjointed earlier, right? Just some pucks bouncing.
We put in behind. Pearsall battling. Has his stick taken away. A Golnack will work out of the corner. Golnack. Down low for Pearsall. Pearsall. Switching with Pelly.
Oh, no.
Pelly has it knocked away and back come the Grizzlies. Pearsall defending. A potential 2-on-1 is Pelly on the back pressure. Able to swipe in and take it away. But a turnover right back. A turnover by the Penguins is lifted up over the shoulder of the squish tender, and it's 5-2.
Just a tough play there, Jeremy. The puck goes back into their zone. Cameron Pelly with a great play to break up that pass. Hits a rut on the ice, goes down, and the Grizzlies, I think they went in 3-0. 3-0 against the squish tender.
And a perfectly placed shot.
It really was.
Makes it back to a 3-goal game. Here's Pelly off the wall. Chopped that by Carlson. Jones back on the ice for the Penguins as Track forces it up the near side. Sent back to the Penguin end. Pelly with it. Fakes one way, goes the other. And here comes Cameron Pelly into the offensive end. Cutting to the middle. Weaving through with the high shot that just misses. I did too.
I thought he had it.
That looks similar to the shot that just went in on the other end.
Totally.
Pelly back on the puck. Has it knocked away, but Track there. Bouncing puck stays in, but only briefly. Here's a breakaway. Squish tender out to play it.
Oh, I
He'll
love
flick it past the puck, rushing forward and get slashed. The Penguins are going to head to a man advantage. The squish tender getting cracked with a stick.
Holy moly. What a play by Squish, Jeremy. Comes out to the top of the circle to play that puck.
And he took the high stick to the face. Able to still make the play.
Now, I'm not the coach, Jeremy, but if I were with the goalie, I'd pull the goalie here, and I'd look to get a 6-on-4 advantage. Maybe put 2 big bodies in front of the net. Coach Verbeek gathering the players around here. Looking at the replay here. Oh, and you're right. Squish comes out, and the Grizzlies player just gets that puck up into the side of his head. Good call there. And the Penguins, again, I have to think you're going to see Squish on the bench here. Down
Either that or on the point.
You know what?
After that shot, why not?
That's right. That's a good point. Maybe you put him in front of the other goal. Maybe look for the screen.
So the Penguins, a tall task in front of them, but they've got a chance here to make it a 2-goal game with a power play. 90 seconds with a man advantage. 2 minutes and 39 seconds to play. You can only score one at a time in hockey. No three-pointers. No Steph Curry.
No. You know, I think if you score from maybe the opposite side of the red line, Jeremy, maybe you should get 3.
Maybe an extra point.
Maybe 2 from outside the blue line. No?
We'll send that up to the rules committee and see what they think.
Seems reasonable, I think. My shoe just broke.
Luckily, you got 2. So it will be an empty cage at one end. 6 Penguins at the other. And 5 Grizzlies standing in their way. 4 on the ice and the goaltender Kennedy. It'll be Pelly at the point. Over for Carlson.
And that's what you see. You see Chappell and Jones in front of the net, Jeremy.
Here's Pearsall. That's a lot of body in front. Pelly. Now Carlson. Backside for Halliday. Just jumped over his stick. Halliday to it. Able to keep it in. Now Pelly. Pelly darting to the middle. He'll fire one. Chappie blocks it as Halliday gets it in behind. Jones, backside. There's a play for Pearsall. And the Penguins have struck.
Now the Penguins need 3. They got one right there. So now 5-3 Grizzlies. With 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go, Coach Verbeek drew up a play there, Jeremy. I'm not sure what it was, but it seemed to work. As Jones with a nice no-look through the crease pass to Pearsall on the back door. And he puts it in the net, 5-3.
2:06 on the clock. It'll be Pearsall, Halliday, and Jones. As the Grizzlies force it into the Pens end. Making him go 200. Here's Chappie rimming it around. Cut off by the Grizzlies. Puck battled for. It'll be Chappie coming away with it. Tries to force it up. It will come free to Jones. Jones driving in. Looking in front. Centering one to Halliday coming right down Main Street. Back to the point, Chappie.
Empty net.
Empty net at the Penguins' end.
They got a pressure here. They got a pressure.
As Pelly able to do so, dislodging the puck.
Ooh, a physical play on the boards there.
I think that was 2 Penguins coming together.
That was. Halliday rattled on the play.
Rimmed around. And cleared by the Grizzlies. It's Chappie chopping it over for Halliday. Halliday up the boards. Onside as Branneman tried to pull it through.
Need some fresh bodies here of the Penguins.
A minute left with Pelly. Weaving in. Onside as he carries to the corner. In behind, there's a one-timer. And the Penguins have struck. It's Jones.
What a play from behind the net there. Cameron Pelly takes the puck deep behind the goaltender of the Grizzlies, finds Jones at the top of the slot, and now it's going to be 5-4, and it's going to be your Grizzlies calling a timeout. Maybe, maybe not. It's not going to be a timeout for the Grizzlies. Okay.
1 minute left.
5-4, here we go.
Carlson with the faceoff, winning it back to Foster. He'll dump it all the way in. Penguins pulling the goaltender yet again.
Oh, squish. Caught in no man's land, going back in the net.
Back for it, Bros.
Well, that was a little hook there to the hands.
Up for Golnack. Here's Carlson with speed, weaving in. Looking.
Here we go! Here we go!
And Jack Carlson has tied the game. He's got a luxury condo in Roof City, baby. Why is everybody on the ice? What are we doing?
Holy moly, Jeremy.
And are we getting a penalty for this?
Now, there's not going to be a penalty. The ref's just trying to get the score sheet correct. It was Carlson. Boy, with speed, that puck bounced to him. He was in full flight, Jeremy, cutting through the neutral zone, cuts it on goal, and goes right over the top of the glove hand. And, I mean, it's unbelievable. The Penguins trailing by 3 goals 2.5 minutes ago.
And they've come back, just storming back.
Just storming back. Timeout Grizzlies, and the momentum now clearly on the side of the Penguins. And you know, if you're a Grizzlies fan, if you're going to come back and try to beat this team, it's going to take everything that you've got. You can see how resilient this Penguins group is.
Oh, boy.
And, Jeremy, let's rewind. 5-2. All Grizzlies. Squish comes out to play that puck.
On the breakaway attempt, yeah.
On the breakaway attempt. That's what started this. The Penguins then go to the power play. They get a goal. That's what started to get this ice tilted. So those little things during the game can make all the difference. You see it there.
Penguins getting Jones back. Also a big factor is he was able to find the back of the net in this comeback. Tied at 5. The Grizzlies trying to calm things down. The Penguins trying to amp things up. 5-on-5 here. With 34.9 to go. And the Penguins are getting a penalty.
Oh, boy, they did get a penalty for it.
And yikes, because that'll carry into overtime. Jones driving in with the puck. He'll wrist it just wide. Penguins with a shorthanded chance there. As it's fired across, weaving in. The Grizzlies breaking free. Running into the goaltender again, but here come the Penguins. It's Jones, shorthanded, carrying it free. He's run into, they'll play on, knocked out in the corner.
Oh, boy.
As time ticking down.
Putting the whistle away here.
Well, they called the Penguins for that storming the ice. And we go to overtime. I don't know what we're going to see.
No, I think it's normally a 4-on-4. I think they go several minutes 4-on-4, and then I think they go 3-on-3. So I think you're going to see 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. The mustache man says.
It'll be 4-on-3 with the Penguins penalty.
Correct. It'll be 4-on-3 here. The mustache man going by the Penguins bench, giving him the overtime rules here. So you're going to see 4-on-3. Boy, oh boy, 56 seconds, Jeremy, of 4-on-3 penalty killing time for the Penguins to start this overtime. The first overtime this Penguins team has played all season.
I don't know what the penalty would have been. Like an unsportsmanlike, perhaps. I don't know.
Too many men on the ice.
Well, but the play was stopped, so you're allowed to like change lines. No, do I think it was appropriate to have 37 kids on the ice?
No.
No.
Now,
but I don't know what the call would have been.
I think when the U.S. Olympic team in 1980 played the Russians, I think that all the players went onto the ice for each of those goals. Now, maybe playing under a slightly different rule set than they were in 1980. But you love to see the enthusiasm of the Penguins just celebrating together as a team. You just like to see them not pay for it with a penalty.
So the Penguins will have 56 seconds to kill. 4-on-3. The referees demanding the Penguins find the center ice dot here.
Oh, my God. You're going to see Pearsall out there with Bros and Chappell.
Halliday will be in the box.
The squish tender manning the cage.
Chappie off the wall. Trying to get it deep in the Grizzly end. Pearsall with the forecheck pressure. I don't have the penalty time up for you folks. We'll let you know when it expires.
40 seconds to go in the penalty.
Here's Chappie working. Able to clear it up to the line, but not out. Pearsall follows on and clears. Pearsall dumping it deep with 30 seconds left on the man advantage for Oakland. Penguins changing. They only have 2 players on. Now they get the third as the Grizzlies weave in.
Ooh.
Onside play. Brenneman comes together. Squish with the glove save.
Nice play by Squish. That puck sort of awkwardly coming right between the blocker and the glove hand. He able to wedge in together. And now it's going to be a face-off here to the right of Squish. Face-off so critical in this moment.
Man advantage still for the Grizzlies. As they weave out, Squish splashes the leather and gets the save. The Grizzlies only had 3 players on.
Boy, oh boy. Again, you talk about face-offs there.
16 seconds left on the power play. 4:20 to play in overtime.
Penguin sending out Jones now to take the draw. That puck's going to go all the way down. Nope.
And wide to Kennedy.
Yeah, wide of the goaltender.
10 left on the power play.
I thought maybe you'd see Carlson out here to take the draw, natural centerman here to try to win this face-off and get the puck out. But they're going to go with the big, strong body of Jones. to take this critical defensive zone shorthanded draw.
Tying up a player. One-timer comes across and Squish gets a hold of it.
Again, face-offs.
Put up goal.
Face-offs so important.
Pushing the wrong buttons here. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore.
The Grizzlies able to control the draw here on almost all these face-offs, and they're getting these scoring chances again.
This one screams wide of the net. 2-1, power play over. Halliday out as Pelly chops it to the corner. Halliday trying to get it to center. It'll be picked off. But back comes Track, able to get it cleared of the Penguins' end. The Grizzlies try to counterattack here. They will with some speed. Chopped up by Pelly. Bounces over Halliday's stick. The Grizzlies with it deep in the Penguin end. Centering pass off of Track. Picked up by Jones. Jones and Halliday. Jones fending off a player, getting it across to Halliday. Halliday twisting to the backhand before he's knocked to the ice. Up the outside come the Grizzlies. Weaving in, defended by Foster. He takes it away.
Carlson's fresh.
Carlson with Halliday. He'll tap it up for him. Onside it, well, he retreats a bit. Getting a help from Flume. They'll run into each other. Work it back to Foster. Penguins settling things down here. Crows' pass for Carlson. Will come off Flume. Carlson in. Laying it to the point. On charging Foster. Deep to the corner. He'll tap it behind for Carlson. Carlson has it taken away behind the net. Up the near side. Bros will keep. Carlson deflects it to the corner. Cranked out the center. Here's Foster. Winding up Flume. Carrying to the outside. He has it taken away. Back come the Grizzlies. Carlson with pressure. They'll tap it across. A 3-on-2 developing here. Michael's in. Winding. And he'll beat the Squish tender up high. And the Grizzlies will complete it in overtime. And the Penguins will head home. Thanks for joining us from Detroit.